Hi, today I'm participating in a Care Club video for Cattleya maxima. Care Club videos were invented by Ninja Orchids, where channels who have the same plant post videos about it and share how they care for them and what conditions they grow. And today other channels participating in Care Club will be Ninja Orchids, Patricia Orchids, Plants and Other Things, and Stephen Montcamp-Lewis. So please check their videos, they will be in description below. And Cattleya maxima is the plant that I always wanted, and I saw it for the first time at the show, and it was a huge plant, like a foot tall canes, very thick, and the huge blooms, looking very unruly and beautiful. And so that's what I had in mind when I ordered that plant last year. And this is what I received. Look, that's my hand. And yes, I ordered blooming size plant. And well, when I got it, I was like, that's not Cattleya maxima. It looks more like minima, very small one. Well, that's when I went on the internet, and I read that there are two types of Cattleya maxima. There is a lowland and highland or upland type, and one of them is larger and the other is smaller. And well, I guess I got a tiny representative of a smaller type. Now, I really want to see this blooming just to erase all my doubts and see that this is really Cattleya maxima. Because, like, really, kind of small. Maybe it's not blooming size, I don't know. But yeah, that's my Cattleya maxima. Probably quite different from what Nina and others have. Anyways, Cattleya maxima that you see here is not very good looking. You can see this leaf, and that are quite dehydrated. And this plant is recovering from a major root loss, which happened because of me. Something stupid I did. Maybe it was not too stupid, but it was done in the wrong time. That's how I explain it. But last spring when I received it, it was pretty fresh plant. It was small, but looking pretty fresh. The roots were meh, but doable. And so I put it as I put my all Cattleyas into, see, that's my Cattleya. Basically bark and sponge rock. See, Cattleya. That's how I grow them. And the plant was small and the pot was small, and I think the bark was drying out too much and it started to look dehydrated. And I'm really cautious when I have something in bark because I can never figure out the bark because it's always dry at the top and totally wet inside, so I'm very uncomfortable with bark. And then I have this plant called Cattleya white bridle. See, it's producing buds now. And it grows in pure sphagnum, and it likes it. Look how healthy it is. And so I got this idea that maybe smaller Cattleyas are better to grow in sphagnum moss. And at that time I had 3 small Cattleyas. This one here, Cattleya maxima, and Cattleya alaurii, which is like miniature, and Laelia synchrona. And so sure enough, I took a small clay pot and I potted them into sphagnum moss. And that was a major mistake. Probably because I did it at the wrong time. All the roots were gone in like a couple weeks. All the roots were rotted totally. And yeah, so I realized it's not a care video, it's what not to do video, but I hope it still counts. And as a desperate measure, I mounted it, and I think it's starting to recover. Can you see the new growth appearing right there, and there. And there's some roots starting to appear. So hopefully it'll get better. But yeah, looking at the Cattleyas, I think they really hate being moved from one medium to another medium. Or if you really need to do it, probably it's better to do it at the right time, when they're in active growth maybe, because this one was not growing when I did it. The reason this one doing so well in a moss, I think, is because it came from Crystal Star Nursery, potted into a plastic pot with sphagnum moss. And that's how I actually got it in the moss, because at the time it had buds and I didn't want to disturb it. So what I did, I just plucked it out of the plastic pot and plopped it into a clay pot without changing anything, just to keep the buds. And it seemed like it was doing very well. And that's probably because all its life it was growing in a sphagnum moss. So there was no change. And it still enjoys it. For this one, however, it was a huge change between bark and moss. And I think doing it at the wrong time was my big mistake. And so now my Cattleya maxima is growing on mound, and normally I don't like mounds in the room because they dry out too fast. They're okay in a tank. Tank has about 80-85% humidity, but I noticed that Cattleyas don't enjoy this high humidity. They start getting black spots on the sheaths, sometimes on the leaves. So I don't keep Cattleyas in a tank. They have to be here. And yeah, having mounds with lower humidity usually means more work, but this was, like, as I said, desperate measure. And yeah, seeing that little knobbing of new growth here, and there's another one, makes me really happy and gives me some hope that maybe it'll be okay. And at some point I might even see the blooms and confirm that this is really Cattleya maxima. And yeah, I fertilize it on each watering with very diluted solution, like half recommended strength. And fingers crossed. That's my care for Cattleya maxima for now. Just I'm trying to keep it alive. And please check out the other videos of the Care Club, where you might get more useful information about Cattleya maxima care. And thank you for watching, and have a nice day.